Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H. Double H.
Yes, the kid is 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 the kid. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. FA Cup weekend. How useful or how worth is the FA Cup league? Does anyone really give a shit about it? Does anyone really care about the FA Cup? It's your boy here, HH Halfop. I'm here for you. This is where you, the subscribers, the fans, the watchers, the people, and so forth, can come together and pretty much ask me anything you want. That's what the bloody title says. It says Friday night Q&A. Q&A, do your thing, let's go. Oh my gosh, don't tell me Haaland. Look, they're playing flipping Cologne, man. Okay, let's see what this boys are doing. Because I've actually been away. Oh! 5-1. Gosh, Ricky. 2 Gs. 2 Gs for your boy Haaland. Also, there's a Bundesliga game. Okay. All right. All right, they're saying what's up. Okay, so 36, 37, 38, 39. Okay, so Bayern are still 4 points behind Leipzig. Okay. Look, I get it. Haaland is cool, but like I get it. He aight, man. 5 goals in 57 minutes in Bundesliga. Yeah, relax. Okay, look, I give him his credit. Okay, look, man. So guys, I said this is a chance for you to ask your questions. Guys, don't ask me any Premier League questions, man. As of right now, the Premier League is in detention right now. Okay, the Premier League is in detention right now. So we don't talk Premier League here. Okay. Will Haaland be the guy to knock the prodigy out, HH? I don't know. But let me say this. When are they playing? Dortmund FC. I want to know the exact date that these guys are playing. Feb 18. Dortmund at home to Paris Saint-Germain. Guys, I cannot wait for the CL. That's got to wait for the CL. Remember, guys, if you're a Football Hut member, we're going to be popping off some stuff. Remember, this is still a chance for you to join a Football Hut member. I will be pumping in that material as soon as 3 crack addicts. But look, man, bro, it's real. Feb 18, I cannot wait for Feb 18. Because you don't understand, Feb 18 is when things change. No one cares about club football anymore. No one cares. No one gives a damn. Okay, no one cares about domestic stuff. Of course, when Liverpool do their thing, we'll have to report it because what Liverpool are doing is historic. But guys, it's Feb 18 is life. Feb 18 is life. Feb 18 is where it's at. No one cares about anything else. Shout out to the Olympics. Shout out to... Wait a minute. Tyson Fury and your boy, the Bronze Bomber, they fight next month, don't they? I think that they fight sometime in February, if something is mistaking me. So, what is your take on Ighalo to Man U? Guys, I'm working on a United vid. Don't worry. It's in there. I'm currently I'm working on a United vid. Obviously, these vids, first dibs always go to the members. Members get an early bird thing, and then we then put it onto the YouTube channel. So I'm working on a United vid just to break things down. If United sign, because first of all, United were thinking of signing Carlos Tevez. If United sign Odion Igalo, if they sign Ighalo, I think that United should be banned from playing football. You know, because right now, I don't even know why people even buy those jerseys. I don't know why they'll buy those jerseys, because for me, I don't care about your brand business-wise. That means nothing to me. I'm a football merchant. I'm a full-on football merchant. Is how are you riding on the pitch? As of right now, in the year of our Lord 2020, Manchester Boy, Chelsea divided are irrelevant footballing wise, and all that matters is, are you relevant footballing wise? That's the thing. So that's the end there. Shout out to the members, Josh and Erhan members, man. Shout out to the Football Hot members out there, man. Boom, boom. Remember, guys, click that join button. Join up, baby. Become part of the family. So, baby, your boy HH, I'm riding, baby. Feb 18. And look, you know what? In the open hangout, we'll talk. Because open hangout, that is what we'll be doing henceforth. So open hangout and Sony hangout, we'll basically review the football battle of the week. We'll review the football battle of the week. And I defend the attributes that I chose. A lot of people who are saying, I'm smoking crack for saying Benzema is a better dribbler, has the ball control than Lewandowski. You've not seen Lewandowski play. You haven't. I try and watch a good portion of Bundesliga, La Liga, Champions League. Most of the guys saying that, oh, Benzema is a better dribbler and has better ball control. You only see Lewandowski in the Champions League, and you watch a lot more of Martin. You should be a member. Martin, why ain't you a bloody member? Join up, baby. All of my flipping mods should be members. Join up, okay? Steal the money if you have to. Steal that cash. Join up. So a lot of people say that Benzema is a better ball control. You see Lewandowski in the CL, and you see Benzema much more in La Liga. So you watch more of Benzema. But you don't have to watch anything on Lewandowski. But your boy watches both. Your boy watches both. That's the thing. Your boy watches both. Okay? So I just know maybe being real. You know, like people are sleeping on Lewandowski. Lewandowski is extremely good. Like, let's just get it real. Lewandowski is an extremely good footballer. Can Napoli beat Barcelona? No, they can't. Even as much as Barcelona are struggling, even as much as Barcelona are a one-player team, Napoli under Gattuso doesn't work. De Laurentiis, you're a brick. Why sack Ancelotti? How do you sack Ancelotti? Things were going really well under Ancelotti. Ancelotti was doing a great job for Napoli, and now Ancelotti is actually doing a pretty good job for Everton. Why the hell? Who in their right mind sacks your boy Carlo? Who sacks Carlo? So I just think that's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. So what else do you guys say, man? Domo or Ace Ventura? Ace Ventura all the way, every day. All the way, every day, man. It's Domo is cool. Domo has some funny bits. Like Jim Carrey in Ace Ventura is borderline chief. He's a borderline chief guy in his performances in Ace Ventura. So I mean, Ace Ventura, when nature calls, all I've got to say is the rhino scene. So I'm gonna say Ace Ventura, when nature calls, all I've got to say is the rhino scene. The rhino scene in Ace Ventura, when nature calls, is one of the greatest comedic scenes of all time. Let's see. Frankfurt v Leipzig, Valencia v Barcelona, your prediction. Bro, Valencia Barcelona, that's a game. That is a game. Barcelona without a striker, relying on Messi and that side chick known as Griezmann, that's a game. I don't know where it's going to go. If Valencia sell Rodrigo to Barcelona, Valencia are a bunch of morons. But if you're Atalanta, you're hoping that Valencia are dumb enough to sell Rodrigo to Barcelona. Frankfurt against Leipzig, so that's a good game. That is a good game. That could be a draw. That might be 1-1. Either 1-1 or 2-2. Maybe 2-2. Maybe 2-2. I think they're going to be genial again. I think 2-2. If Klopp wins the league in a month, guaranteed treble. I wouldn't say guaranteed treble. I still think that FA Cup is iffy. Like, I think the trophy that Liverpool probably are most likely not to win is the FA Cup. I don't know. I just have a feeling that they will take their ball. They'll take their eye off of the ball in the FA Cup. But I do believe that there's a very good chance that they win. Most likely the league. Let's see, league and Champions League is very doable for Liverpool, and I think that is most likely what they're allowed to do. Actually, also just before I was done here, I was actually watching. Basically, Jennifer Aniston was hosting Well, guest hosting Ellen. I hated Friends. Friends for me is trash. Friends is trash. Friends is too white. I don't want to be rude. I love my white brothers out there. White people, what up, baby? White pride, baby. But I don't know. Friends just seemed a bit too white for me. But tell you this thing, Jennifer Aniston, she's got that comedic touch, man. And I think from our guest hosting in Ellen, she should maybe guest host a lot more. She should guest host a lot more. Like, and also, because I don't even really find a lot of women funny, really. But I think Jennifer Aniston, she definitely has some of that. I mean, she's no Wanda Sykes. She's no Ellen, But yeah, she's all right. Let's see what else, man. Ozil has 1 assist in 14 games. Ozil is trash. I keep telling you people, Ozil is fake news. Ozil is a fugazi. Ozil has one of the best PR teams in the world. Basically, if I had Ozil's PR team, I could convince the world that I created this. I created humanity. If I had Ozil's PR team, I could convince the world that I created humanity. That is how good Ozil's PR team is, man. No. Look, Friends. Like my sister was obsessed with Friends, man. Absolutely obsessed with it. I mean, my older brother sort of watched it, but my sister was obsessed with Friends, and I just hated Friends. For me, I was always a Fresh Prince guy. Like Fresh Prince was my basically Fresh Prince, Cosby Show. Saved by the Bell was money. Saved by the Bell was money. Don't sleep on Saved by the Bell was money, man. And look, I was young, man. I was young. Boy Meets World. Topanga. Topanga was money. I don't care what it was. Topanga was money on Boy Meets World. Topanga was money. I don't care what anyone says. Topanga was money on Boy Meets World. Screw you people, man. Okay, I was young. I wanted that. Ooh, okay, we got a super chat here, baby. Super chat from Armchair Critic. What up, baby? How's De Bruyne a system merchant? Very simple, my dear child, my dear Armchair Critic. He's a system merchant because homie doesn't ball outside of the Pep system. He is not an individual who can say, you know what, I'm going to take the game by the scruff of the neck. His football is predicated on a system and information working. He can't say, you know what, screw the system, screw the instructions, I'm going to ride. De Bruyne is like, yo, what do I do? What are the instructions? And he'll follow the instructions to a T. He'll follow the instructions to a T. But in terms of being a good dude to say, you know what, I'm trying to live. He can't say I'm trying to live. He's like, you know what, hi. He'll always ask permission. Tell you that way. Very simple. De Bruyne will always ask permission. He'll never be like, you know what, mom, dad, screw you. I'm going out. He'll always be like, mom, I'm going to go out. Dad, I'm going to go out. He's not the kind of guy, you know what, I'm going to go out, screw you. I'm going to steal your car. I'm going to drive into the river. I'm like, you know what, I'm going to baptize myself. That's going to say De Bruyne is reliant on what the coach says. And being a system merchant is not a bad thing. Like, that's not a detriment because you can be a system merchant and still be an amazing player. All about it is you being an amazing player and having like tier 1 or upper tier 2. So it ain't a bad thing being a system merchant. Is this the worst January transfer window ever? It's pretty bad. Let's be real, guys. So in this January transfer window, all we've really gotten is some dude called Fernandes to Tottenham, Brickley Young to Inter, Victor Moses, who's not been relevant in about 3 years, to Inter, Ericsson to Inter. That's it. Like, wait. And also, like, Francis. Where are the signings? Where's the edge? Like, guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna go into a meltdown. If Chelsea don't have a big signing by February 1, if Chelsea don't announce a signing by February 1, I will have a meltdown. And I will demand an audience with Francis and Abramovich. Because I say, like, guys, no, seriously, if I say, you know what, we're going to have a town hall meeting with Francis and Abramovich. I say, guys, we're now in a panic mode ahead of Feb 2025. Okay, Feb 25 is only a few weeks away because then we have to devise a fail-safe plan, a plan B, because we have to have a plan B of beating Bayern because the season, Chelsea's very existence is dependent on Feb 25. Guys, do you understand how important Feb 25 is? Do you understand? Chelsea's existence as a club relies on Feb 25. Guys, I told you, man, it's big. I told you, Feb 25 is huge. Okay, we have to deliver Bayern. Well, we have to deliver Bayern. We've got to deliver those boys. Okay, well, we have to deliver Bayern. We cannot deliver Bayern without the key guys. So I need a big signing. Sorry, guys. Sorry, look. Forget me, man. Forget me, guys. No, don't. Just ignore me. Ignore me. Oh, we got another super chat. Do we? Oh, no, already seen that. Guys, ignore me, man. Look, man, I'm just being silly, man. Guys, happy Friday. Let me see it. Happy Friday night. Friday night. Happy Friday. Speaking of which, it's Friday. Well, maybe it's Friday in the evening or in the day for my American people out there. But if you're in the UK and it's a Friday evening, why aren't you with a chick, a side chick, an escort, or with several women? You should be out having fun, man. Guys, you're only young ones. I know I've got a lot of young subscribers, so why aren't you out there having fun? Shout out to the mods on Reddit Movies for banning me. Thanks for that. I was trying to just advertise my videos on Half Up Salt, but some of those piece of crap losers who you have nothing better to do in your life than, hey, I'm a moderate, I'm gonna ban you people. Well, screw you, you pieces of crap. So yeah, ZH is injured. HH. Oh crap, damn it. Oh, let me hit this on the super chat. So your boy Armchair Critic, guys, I'm hype. I told you, man. Jaffa Kicks. This is what keeps me hype. This is what keeps me hype. It's not about Jaffa Kicks. It's not about Jaffa Kicks, guys. What's up, baby? It's your boy HH. Easy. What aspect of Maradona's game is better than Leo? His mentality. He's got a way much stronger mentality than Leo. And I think that's the key thing, because I think everything else is pretty similar. Like when you think about the passing, Maradona's ball control was damn good. Messi's ball control was good. Maradona's, just watch the Life is Life. Watch the Life is Life video. Maradona's ball control was insane. But I think the biggest thing is that his winning mentality was more all day, every day in a final. I want Maradona. I don't want Messi with me in a final. No way. If there's a guy I want to rely on to help me go through, never, ever will I use Messi. Maradona all day. Maradona, I will go to hell with Maradona. Yeah. Oh, boy. Man, Haaland just some dude from the road, man. Easy. Just some dude from the road. Let him do it in a CL semi. Do the World Cup semi, CL semi, then get back to your boy. Do it in a World Cup semi or a CL semi. Actually, man, that's how I roll. If you ball in a World Cup semi or a CL semi, you're my guy. I'm my guy. CL semi, World Cup semi, then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? What else? I'm not missing any thing. I'm doing a movie, guys. I'm back in the movie game. I'm shooting a short film movie tomorrow, but they're not going to give your boy any lines. I was like, what? You're not going to give me lines? But I say, look, what? This is just me. I'm slowly easing my way back into the acting game because I'm trying to write a script. I'm writing a script. Okay, I'm writing a script currently because I want to get back in the acting game. Because before I did all this whole stuff, I wanted to be an actor. You know, I've been acting since I was very, very young. Very, very young. Okay, I'm not sure whether I should answer that question. I think that would be revealing a bit too much. All right, let me just get rid of this comment and let me look at what else people are saying. Yeah, if Man United buy Igalo, I'm inducting the badge into Class B. No offense to Igalo, shout out to my man Igalo, who was a grade 7s for Nigeria. But if Man United buy Odion and Igalo, I'm going to induct them into Class B. Abramovich's visa expired, mate. Erhan, have you heard of cash? Have you heard of money? When you're that rich, expiration doesn't matter. In the famous words of Teddy Biasi, $1 Million Man, everybody's got a price, including the Home Office. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's expired. What? Man, just pay off someone, man. Let's see. But actually, Brian will get that as, bro. When Feb 25 comes, man, we'll see, guys. Feb 25 is on its way. Why are you so impatient? Why are you so impatient? Okay, Feb 25 is on its way. Feb 25 is going to be coming to you very soon, live and direct to you. It's easy, man. Easy. Who's the pick for the Royal Rumble? Bro, I told you, man, I am out the loop. I always tune in to watch the Royal Rumble because it's just a fun thing that I like to watch. But I tuned out of wrestling after the Attitude Era, so I don't know who the hell is there. Like, I mean, all I know is John Cena and everything. But I will be tuning into the Royal Rumble, and I'm like, okay, who is there? They should just bring back some old stars into the Royal Rumble to make like. Does Rey Mysterio still wrestle? I want to know if because Rey Mysterio must arguably be the most talented wrestler in the ring of all time. The things that Rey Mysterio could do was insane. All right. HH, you're my chick. Okay. All right. Not sure how I should take that, man. HH, you should be with Milo Miriam. What's a Milo Miriam? Is that some kind of adhesive mill? What's a Milo Miriam? I don't know what a Milo Miriam is, bro. Please elaborate. What else is this? His drug addiction. Guys, look, man. Do you know why Maradona is the GOAT? In case you've not seen the documentary, Homie would be high on cocaine, get off cocaine after a few days, detox from being high on cocaine and alcohol, and go and deliver like a man of the match performance on Sunday in this area and do it again. Maradona was not enjoyed. That's why the thing about Maradona was a guy. I say so when I'm in a World Cup final or a Champions League final, I need a guy, I need a personality. Messi's money, but all day of the week, I'm choosing Armando over Lionel Richie all day of the week. Okay. HH, I banged my first Asian chick last night and I told her Semi's minimum. Well, what was her response? That's the thing. What was her response when you told her Semi's minimum? And did you sell out Semi's minimum before you banged her or after you banged her? Just, curious. But I mean, maybe you're revealing a bit too much information there. Yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of Chris Benoit. I mean, yeah, I was not a big fan of Chris Benoit. What happens with him and that's just wild. But I was never really a big fan of Chris Benoit. Socket drive might as well watch HH. Cool. Thank you, bro. That's the best way. That's the best way to go. When you're stuck in traffic, might as well pick your boy. Oh, another one. Mr. Long John Silver 90, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for the super chat. What up, baby? Remember, guys, join, become a Football Hot member, man. $3.99, $8.99, boom, you get beautiful stuff from us. Your boy's always putting in there. Yeah. Who is your pick for best actor at the Oscars? I mean, if Joaquin Phoenix doesn't win, people will riot. Like, unless Oscars want to try and be cool, they'll be like, okay, let's go for Adam Driver Marriage Story. It's Joaquin Phoenix. I mean, it's a cinch because he's cleaning up all the awards. And when a guy's cleaning up all the awards and there's so much heat behind him, then it's like, I mean, so it's gonna be Joaquin Phoenix very easily. Let's hip hop in Mississippi chat. Okay, Josh Bourne, thank you for the super chat, Josh Bourne. Thank you, bro. Josh Bourne super chat says you should shoot a short film. I might shoot a short film either called Semi's Minimum, or I might shoot a short film called World Cup Semis. That's the. Oh, I might make a film called Have You? Did you perform in a World Cup semi? That might be my new thing. Did you perform in a World Cup semi? And if you meet a fine girl and everything, you're walking on everything, just ask her, have you performed in a World Cup semi? Her response will dictate whether you should be with her long term or it should be a one-night stand. Trust me. It always works, man. Let's see what else you guys are saying, man. I'm a bit high. Cool. You know, it's cool to be high, man. Do you think Haaland is still overrated? Look, he has performed very well in the few games that he's been in there, you know. I still think he's slightly overrated. Still slightly overrated, but I've been pretty interesting. Man. So he has definitely shown up. He's definitely been doing his thing. And I just think that we need a greater sample size. I'm not going to come back and say, oh my gosh, Erling Haaland is a new thing. Erling Haaland not touch the Erling Haaland cannot touch the okay. The future of football is still the prodigy, Leroy Sané, and okay, is still that dude. Nobody can mess with her response was Lewandowski reincarnation coming. Whose response is this? Response from who? Response from who? And which flipping loser gave a response of Lewandowski reincarnation coming? Who the hell said that, man? Dan Jones, okay, thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Now, look, man, I'm doing my thing, baby. I'm doing my thing. Also, I want to address something here. What do I want to address? Because first of all, people like to insult me, which is cool, man. People like to insult me, which is cool. People say, "Oh my gosh, how is that?" You know, people who've started YouTube after you are on to like 100,000 subs and everything. They've been doing this since 2010, and you're still on like 18,000 subs. You need to understand something about this. I get money some ways, you know, chip and chop here, but cash wise, I hustle. Find ways. You don't need to know everywhere I get, but I hustle, and I also get a bit of money from this whole YouTube thing. But this is what you need to understand here from this. I'm just a regular guy trying to have fun. Just a regular guy trying to have fun. I love films, so I talk about films. I love music, so I talk about music. I love football, so I talk about football. So that's my main aim. Everything else is a flipping bonus. Everything else is a bonus. And also, and I always knew that, you know, the reason why I didn't really get the thing going is because if I focused on a club, it would have been a whole thing. I'd have been riding all the way through. And also, I was in court. I was doing things, so I was never really fully consistent and everything. So, and that's the whole thing. But my whole thing about this is that whether I get to 100,000 subs, 50,000 subs, 30,000 subs, every World Cup I'm going to talk. As long as I'm alive and I'm breathing, every World Cup I'm going to talk. Every Nations Cup I'm going to talk. Every Euros I'm going to talk. Every Champions League I'm going to talk, because I have been living and dying off these competitions ever since I was born. So whether I'm getting money or not getting money, every time there's a Champions League, a World Cup, a Nations Cup, a Euros, I'm in and I'm going to talk and give my views, because football runs in my veins. And what? Josh Bond with the super chat. What up, baby? Josh Bond. I want to know which loser said Lewandowski reincarnation coming. Which loser said that? Tell me their name, man. I told you, man. I don't give a damn. If you try and mess with Sammy's minimum, I don't care whether you're a chick or whatever. I'm going to insult you. Yes, I'm sexist. Yes, I'm bloody sexist. Josh Bond, what up, baby? HH, I followed your advice, and now I've got 3 wives. 3 wives, 7 kids, and no job. Josh Bond, let me respond to that. Those wives are your job and your kids. First of all, if you have three wives, I'm sure that they're all right. You can be a pimp. You can pimp those 3 chicks and get extra cash. And for those 7 kids, open up a circus and make those kids circus acts. Teach them how to juggle, teach them how to disappear, teach them magic tricks. Especially if they're young, make those kids part of your circus acts. So you've got money through the circus acts, and you've got money for your 3 wives who can be escorts for you. So yeah, there you go. Problem solved, man. Trust me, that there's always, that's all. This is Uncle HH, man. I could always give you free coach. HH does fraud. Interesting, man. Older generation versus new generation. Who wins in a match? HH. Older generation, because the older generation know old school tricks, man. It's so I mean all the way, all day, every day. Older generation, the newer generation may be smart, older generation are wise. Wisdom over smartness. Always, all day, every day, man. Um, hot take merchants. And also listen, see, people always say like this, people because like do you know what's so funny? People say like, see, the reason why you don't grow is because of your crazy takes with regards to your views on Cristiano and everything like that. And my thing here is this is that I've realized that I'm an acquired taste. I can never be fully massive. It just can't happen. And ever since I was young, this is why I got in so many fights because I rub people the wrong way because I just say things fully direct, and my viewpoints aren't fully accepted. They're just not fully accepted. But my thing about this is that I just see once I stop enjoying this, I'll stop. That's the key thing. Once I stop enjoying this, I'll stop. Like I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy entertaining people, and I enjoy talking about football and films. Football and films, these are the things that have been part of my life for as long as I can remember a point where I wasn't either into football or I was watching a film. Like all I do is talk about football and watch films. And I'm trying to get back into making films as well. Tell me which loser said Lewandowski reincarnation coming? Who said that? I want to know who said reincarnation coming. Yeah, the break of the decade is dropping tomorrow at 1 p.m. GMT. Tomorrow, 1 p.m. GMT, it's dropping tomorrow. You had 18.3 subscribers for at least a year now. That's wrong. That's false. It's been 18.3 for maybe like about the last few weeks or so. But if Sergio, my boy, even if I had 18.3 for at least a year, I mean, like, so if let's say for a year I gain 2 subscribers, so should I now stop doing this? Like putting up a YouTube video, it's free. Like it's free, So that's what I told you, like, because before I used to be watching my thing of like, how many subs, but now I'm like, who cares about how many subs? It's about growing a community now. It's about getting these live shows popping. It's just about growing my core. But the key thing what people understand is that it's about enjoyment. Hence why when Feb 18 comes, guys, you're not ready for Feb 18. So Feb 18, I'm gonna be like on 3006. Hopefully speaking, when Feb 18 comes, you won't even recognize me. People will be like, no, that's not HH, that's foreign. Basically, okay, guys, okay, right, okay, cool, okay, I'm gonna say it right now. Feb 18, my name is gonna change. Double H squared. I'm advancing. So my new name. So I want this one my new name. So no. On the stroke of midnight Feb 18. On the stroke of midnight Feb 18, I want my new name is Double H squared. Because that's the levels I'm going to be writing for it. So my name Feb 18 on the stroke of midnight. Come HH now. Fine, cool. Come HH now. Midnight, HH squared. HH squared, guys. Feb 18. Feb 18. Mark it in your calendars, guys. Feb 18. Feb 18. What, man? What? Okay. Look at these guys, man. All right, let's see. Feb 18, Chelsea going to get modded. Well, genius. Chelsea had to play on Feb 25, so joke's on you, man. So essentially, but there's got to be a reason why you are not growing. As I said again, it's like I'm an acquired taste. I am not a popular person. As in people, my humor and the things I do are for a very small audience. I told them my humor is very specific. I don't have a humor that many people find very endearing, and just my personality is it's an acquired taste. So I can't be. So I understand that. Look, man, I'm about focusing on a core. Of course, I want to keep on growing and everything, but my main thing is if you see, put it this way, the people that roll with me really roll with me. That's the thing. The guys that roll with me, they really roll with me. The guys that don't, it's cool, you know. But guys, you understand, man. Sergio, you're missing the bigger picture. Feb 18. Feb 18. Okay. All right, what's the thing? HH, what makes the Rock a brick actor? He just isn't very good, man. Wait, who's the Asian chick? He said the Asian chick said that. Which Asian chick? Who's the Asian chick? What's Asian chick? Who is this Asian chick? What's her name? The Rock is technically just not a very good actor. Again, I told you I bought The Rock's book. The Rock is my favorite wrestler of all time. But all because you're an amazing wrestler doesn't mean you're an amazing actor. Acting and the discipline of acting is very different from just having great charisma. But The Rock just doesn't. He's just not a good actor, and he's choosing roles that don't maximize his charisma. The roles he's choosing requires acting, which he's not very good at. So, I don't know. HH, don't you think Ludacris is so underrated as a rapper? He has so many hits and kills every feature he's on. Technically speaking, Ludacris is one of the best rappers ever in history. In terms of just the technicalities of rapping. Forget all that, like, wiggity, magdy, all that, no. Of the technicalities of rapping and flow, Ludacris is one of the best rappers of all time. The reason why Ludacris isn't held with such high regard is because of his content. If Ludacris had the same kind of content as a Tupac, a Scarface, or a Nas, he'd be one of the greatest. He'll be regarded as one of the greatest rappers of all time. Just like Ludacris just doesn't say anything profound. He's an entertainment rapper, but just based on just rapping skill, Ludacris is one of the best rappers of all time, 100%. The Rock is a one-dimensional as an actor. Yeah, he is fully. He's fully one-dimensional as an actor, man. I think HH is a masochist who loves punishing himself with little opinions. Keep at it. You know what the funny thing is? My opinions seem deluded to begin with. But when you think about it, and the key thing is that time is always on my side. When you think about it, in the long term, I end up being right. Like, my view on Cristiano will always be the same. And I think in the long term, people will see in the fact that Cristiano is one of the greatest goal scorers we've ever seen. As far as an overall footballer, he's average. That's the thing. Over 90 minutes, when you watch Cristiano, most of the time he passes the ball back, he passes the ball sideways, he gets dispossessed, he can't really dribble past guys, he can't really make an ingenious pass, he can't really drift past 2 or 3 players, but he end up putting the ball in the net. So, and that's just what a Cristiano is. So, and my acceptance of great goal scorer, not a great player, is the truth. But because it's famous and popular, people can't really see through that. But it's all cool. CM Punk, what guy is saying? Conor McGregor, I obviously look. I mean, well done on his win and everything, but look, if he fought Khabib, 10 times out of 10, Khabib would beat him. Put it that way. 10 times out of 10, he would get beaten by Khabib. So, how good is he really, man? Feb 18th or your wife's anniversary. Anybody who would choose their wife's anniversary over Feb 18th is a brick and a loser. Now, nothing against the importance of an anniversary and so forth, but Feb 18th takes priority over your wife or your girlfriend's anniversary. Anybody who chooses their wife, their girlfriend, or their family, or their child over Feb 18th, you're a pathetic loser that shouldn't be called a football fan, man. It comes through. Eminem's new album, a lot better than that trash Revival, and a lot better than the Kamikaze one. Probably one of his better albums, but for me, like Eminem just isn't my thing. Like he's very grating to my ears. Some good tracks, there's some good tracks there, but just his rap style and everything, man. It just isn't my thing, man. Just isn't my thing at all, man. Trip hop. I don't really know much of trip hop, bro. Don't really know much of trip hop. Okocha or De Bruyne. Okocha. All day, every day, man. Okocha all day, every day, man. All day, every day. HH, if Chelsea get modded, will you change your name to LL? Chelsea are not going to get modded. Chelsea, I think people just have to believe. No, I mean, things are looking bad right now. You know, Francis definitely has to take a lot of blame for what's been happening right now. But I would say to people that just relax, just chill. Feb 25 is a long way away. Okay, Feb 25 is a very long way away, and so much can change. So much can change. On Feb 25, we're gonna get by now. We're gonna deliver by now. We're gonna deliver by in the bridge. Deliver by in the alley hats. Sammy's minimum. Hashtag Sammy's minimum. Hashtag Sammy's minimum. Guys, come on, sing, guys, we can do it. Hashtag Sammy's minimum. Come on, let's do it. Hashtag Sammy's minimum. I'm gonna live by him. Deliver buying now. Deliver buying. Guys, Feb 25. Deliver buying now. Get Jaffa, get the drink. Deliver buying. Guys, it's Friday. Let's sing. Deliver buying now. All right. Coming to Feb 25, baby. Go right. Because the January don't have to finish yet. Chelsea have targets. By February 1st, we'll get a player. Easy. We just need 2 players. That's it. I'm not even going to say names. We just need 2 players. 2 players, French Bayern. Forget those guys. Yeah. Forget those guys. Just two players. That's it. Easy. Feb 25. 8 p.m. Let's get in there, man. Feb 25. Worst film you have ever seen? The Last Jedi. It's between The Last Jedi and Transformers 2. Yeah, it's between those two. Last Jedi and Transformers 2. Last Jedi is horrible. HH, you played Mass Effect? Of course I've played. What kind of questions? Of course I played Mass Effect. Half-Hope Shepard is the greatest video game character of all time. Easily, he's the greatest video game character of all time. Of course I played Mass Effect. Mass Effect 3, BioWare should be shot. BioWare should be beaten up for what they did in Mass Effect. What they did there was just messed up. All they did was messed up. Oh, guys, by the way, anybody who's into battle rap, I don't know how many of you guys are into battle rap. If you're into battle rap, after this, or even now, go onto YouTube and go to Serious Jones versus DNA URL. And Serious Jones's second round in that thing is when he goes biblical. Serious Jones on DNA, when he goes biblical, some of the craziest lines I've ever seen. Amazing, man. Absolutely amazing. I created a female. Did I finish the game with a female shepherd? I'm not sure. Because I did do it. No, I was a female shepherd for Mass Effect 1 and 2, but because 3 was so trash, I didn't do it. But yeah, I was a female shepherd for 1 and 2, and my female shepherd was smoking hot. Whew, female shepherd was hot. What do you think of Aubameyang to Barcelona rumors? And Arsenal shouldn't. See, Barcelona need a striker. They need a striker, and I think they recognize that like, they need they need a striker. That's why they're going for Rodrigo and so much. If Barcelona got Aubameyang, that would be a very good buy. That would be really like if Barcelona turned up with Aubameyang, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. I don't. Arsenal will not. Arsenal will never sell Aubameyang to Barcelona. I think because Arsenal will be like, you know what, like 300 mil, 200, like he's not been sold, but he hasn't signed a new contract. But I think even if he's not signed a new contract, I think Arsenal would actually even be prepared to just let him go on a free because Arsenal cannot, under any circumstance, afford to lose Aubameyang. They can't. They can't do it, man. All right. Who's getting Cavani? I don't know. I have no idea who's getting Cavani. That's the thing. I have no idea who's getting Cavani, man. You tell me. You tell me who's getting Cavani. Yeah, no, Arsenal is, the guy is very disrespectful, man. The guy is very disrespectful, but that's what it is, man. That is what it is. Portal, no, I haven't actually. I've played Portal 1. I haven't played Portal 2. I think, isn't it Portal 2? Doesn't it, that's voiced by that Mackenzie dude, the guy from Office. No, Portal is that's a very original game. Like when you just think of in terms of creativity, that's a very interesting game. Transformers 2 was trash, bro. Don't give me any of that thing of intensity. Transformers 2 was complete and utter trash. So no. Bro, I don't even have to endorse Captain Marvel. I didn't even bother watching it. You know, like Captain Marvel, that thing looked flipping trash. Like just complete and utter garbage. Just horrible. Absolutely horrible. You know, completely and utterly horrible. Just trash. Just horrible. Yeah, no. Mass Effect Andromeda, no way. Like, because one of my favorite YouTubers is Angry Joe. Angry Joe, in terms like I don't even read video game reviews. I don't watch IGN because IGN has a shield. Before I buy a video game, I always look at Angry Joe's review. Angry Joe is the GOAT. He's one of my favorite YouTubers, easily. And Angry Joe is from back in the day. So I remember Angry Joe like absolutely crapping on Mass Effect Andromeda. And once he did that, I was like, man, because I was definitely going to get it. But once he just showed all the glitches in the game, I was like, you know what? Screw this, man. Screw this. Bro. You know what? You're talking about the worst film I've ever seen. Batman v Superman was horrible. Like, I still say that Last Jedi is because Batman v Superman still had some good visuals, but Batman v Superman was a horrendous film. An absolutely horrendous film. Also, guys, remember, if you haven't already, subscribe to Half Hope Tottenham. Subscribe to Half Hope. So that's my entertainment hoop. Because I've just filmed top 5 action films of all time. I don't want to spoil it. It's going to be coming out soon. But I have filmed because it's going to be like a top 5 series I'll be doing very soon. Top 5 action movies of all time. Coming very soon. So just relax and wait, man. Let's see. Oh no! I don't know. Angry Joe is amazing. Angry Joe is flipping amazing. I think Sophie Rose has a crush on you. Well, I believe Sophie Rose, has. Let's just say if you do your Googles, you can find stuff that is very revealing on good old Sophie Rose, if you know what I mean. Okay, intense. In terms of ability, nobody could touch Bergkamp. If we're doing football battles, nobody could beat Bergkamp for technique. So there you go. Based on technique, he is probably the most technically gifted for footballer out there. I think for me, the most technically gifted footballers for me is between Beckham and Ronaldo as the most technically gifted thingy. I stopped watching WWF after the Attitude Era. That was it. I told you, like, when I was young, I wanted to become a wrestler. Me and my brothers used to do, my sister, we used to do like wrestling things. We used to do our own Royal Rumbles. I was obsessed with wrestling. Like, I dreamt of my entrance music. I dreamt of like my finishing move. I dreamt of like what I would look like. Because I remember, like, I think my trousers were going to be like Shawn Michaels' trousers, and it would be like purple and pink because I just like that combination. And I had my whole thing, and I dreamt of me doing the promos and everything. I was wrestling obsessive, but wrestling I just think that they lost great characters. And the last stand was The Rock and Stone Cold. After The Rock and Stone Cold, I mean, guys, John Cena, really? John Cena? No. So that was just the last bastion. And I think wrestling is only as good as the characters. That the characters are what make it good. And when I look at wrestling now, they're not interesting characters. They're all these like, model guys who look all fresh and everything. But I mean, where's the Macho Man? Where's the Ultimate Warrior? Where's the Jake the Snake? Where's the Ravishing Red Recruit? And where's the Rock? Where's a Stone Cold? Where's the Mankind? Like, Mankind, do you know what an amazing character Mankind was? There is nobody even close to the craziness and madness of a Mankind now in wrestling. So they don't have the characters, bro. No, I liked Endgame. Infinity War was overrated. Infinity War was overrated, man. Yeah, Bad Boys for Life. I filmed the review for Bad Boys for Life. I'll drop it either tonight or tomorrow. But it has been filmed. It has been filmed, and I will drop it. So don't you worry, man. Randy Orton, nah, sorry, nah. I mean, he tries, but nah. CM Punk, nah, he's all right. He's all right, but do 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 do. Feb 18. Feb 18. So about Feb 18, guys. So about Feb 18. Yeah, Goldberg was cool. Let me be real with you. Whenever whenever you said Goldberg, I always think of Sting and WCW. WCW was on to something very interesting. Because WCW was the complete antithesis to WWF. Because WCW was like, we're going to make this thing a lot more edgier. One of the coolest clicks in all of wrestling, even beyond Degeneration X and everything, was NWO. New World Order. New World Order. New World Order. Like, no, WCW was, because WCW, it was darker, it was edgier, it was meaner, it was much more adult, it was much more grown up, it was less childish, because they made the ring black. No, that was a good run. They had a good run, and there was a point in which, like, 97, 98, where WCW was bigger than WWF, but then Vince McMahon then came back and he then stole it from them and everything. So, but you see, what got WWF back was The Rock and Stone Cold's popularity and the Attitude Era. Like, the period in which WCW was better than WWF, that was when Shawn Michaels was the main guy, and Shawn Michaels was winning and everything. But guys just got bored of Shawn Michaels, and guys, oh my gosh, let's look at this WCW. This is really cool, yeah. You see, the thing about Kane is Kane with the mask was really cool. That was a really cool look, and his entrance music and everything was amazing. But once he took off the mask, the mystique was gone, man. So, how many of you remember Yokozuna? How many of you remember Yokozuna, man? So, man, Feb 18, man. Feb 18, man. Where does Pogba rank on most technically gifted ballers? Not very high. Not very high. I mean, there are a lot of football players who I would say are a lot more technically gifted than your boy La Bill, man. So I would really rank him very high that much, personally, for me. No, HBK, no, best in-ring performer. Rey Mysterio. But Heartbreak Kid is definitely top three. Top three. But for me, number one, easily Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, the stuff that guy could do in the ring, amazing. Absolutely flipping amazing. Like Rey Mysterio was just a man. Who is the biggest brick of football and non-football? Footballing wise, biggest brick, Carriers. Non-footballing wise, the dude who invented taxes. So that's my that's my take there. Look, Neymar is winning the UCL because PSG are never winning the UCL. They are cursed, man. It's never happening, bro. They're never winning the UCL, bro. Okay. R9 is the GOAT. Can you shut down this Messi and Cristiano fan boys? See, the thing about this is this, it's all about errors. And what I've come to realize is you had to have been in that era of Ronaldo. Ronaldo was unlike anything else we've ever seen, and he was literally like a superhero. Literally like a superhero. And for me, greatness is always about degree of difficulty. Like what Ronaldo did in 2002 solidified him as one of the greats and as a horseman, And I just think that what Ronaldo did in 2002, neither Cristiano or Messi has done. Like where you really did the improbable. Like, oh my gosh, I never knew you would win this, because people always say, "Oh, Cristiano won Euros for Portugal." He had them, but he didn't because he wasn't in the final. Ronaldo pretty much won the World Cup for Brazil. Maradona almost pretty much won the World Cup for Argentina, because the key thing is that both Maradona and Ronaldo were in the final, and they were money in the final. Because it's all well and good helping people to get to the final, but you have to actually be in the most important game, the pivotal game, and do something in the most important pivotal game. So that is why the Maradonas, the Zidanes, Ronaldos, the Peles are in a separate, different category, because when it came to the final, because the World Cup final is the biggest game in football. Argue all he wants, study wants, try and move the goalpost. The biggest game in football is the World Cup final. And those who have said what's up in the World Cup final are the guys that you say, what, let's ride. Let's ride. Those are guys you have to say, right, let's ride too. Armchair Critic, thank you for your super chat. Why did Ronaldo win the World Cup after injury, not Champions League? Well, because you can't win it all. Can't win it all. And the one blemish from Ronaldo's resume is the fact that he never really won the Champions League and never won the CL. But I'll tell you this. I think that for Ronaldo, he was far more motivated to win the World Cup than to win the Champions League. And if that's Ronaldo, what meant more to you? I think we say winning the World Cup for my country, especially what happened in the United States, meant far more to me than winning the Champions League for my employer. So as the thing is, like, it's the flipping World Cup. It is the most prestigious. It is the biggest sporting tournament in the world. It's the biggest sporting tournament in the world. All right, shout out to the people, man. Guys, hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button, man. Best games of the decade. Yeah, Mass Effect came out this decade, didn't it? Hey, Mass Effect, yeah, it did. Definitely Mass Effect 1 and 2. GTA 4. Red Dead Redemption. Skyrim. Skyrim was Skyrim. Skyrim. Oh my god. If you make it in films, what genre would you love to play in? Um, action sci-fi. That is definitely my favorite genre. Action sci-fi. A nice blend of action because I love action movies and also love science fiction. So I read a lot of science fiction. I'm into science fiction and that whole and I love action movies. So action sci-fi would definitely be my thing. All right. Oh, GTA 4 came out in 08. It came out in 08. I haven't played Last of Us. I played Last of Us here, man. So, and I still can't defeat that Valkyrie bitch in God of War. Piece of crap. Ashish, are you going to watch Liverpool v Atletico or PSG Dortmund? Well, my dear friend, there's a thing called a television, and there's a thing called a tablet. So you can't watch 3 matches at the same time. I can just about watch 2 matches at the same time. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I will watch both matches at the same time, and I think I can definitely do that, man. So I'll be, and I think it's good. So that is definitely doable. So there'll be 2 matches each night. And I like it how it is staggered because they could have very really easily done it where four matches in 1 hour. It's like no. So 2 matches each night. It's cool. I'll be watching them at the same time, man. Favorite historical figure, Malcolm X. Well, a combination of Malcolm X and the ancient Egyptians. Speaking of the ancient Egyptians, isn't it quite rude how for your dumber scientific research, you're digging up the coffins of these ancient Egyptians, where these ancient Egyptians, they were buried in a very specific way. And in a way that said, we don't want to be dug up. So my thing is this. In 1,000 years, I want them to dig up Winston Churchill. I want them to dig up George Washington, and I want them to dig up Princess Diana, and I want them to dig up all of these real people to research their brains in the ways that they do so right now. So, yeah, man. What up to the peeps, man? What up to the peeps, man? What iguana? I mean, again, I'm sorry if I missed any of your questions. If there's a question that you desperately want me to see and answer, always try and use the super chats. The super chat is always a way in which if you desperately want me to answer this question, use the super chats. If not, I will try my best to answer what I can. Who are the bricks in Marvel? Thor and Hulk. To a lesser degree, maybe Black Widow, because I don't know what the hell you can do with a bunch of pistols, but definitely Hulk and what's it called? The Hulk and Thor, biggest bricks. Thor is a flipping loser. Put it that way. Thor is a flipping loser. And they made Hulk into they made Hulk into a pussy. They pussified Hulk. Do you know what it means where Thanos lubricated you, embarrassed you, flipping colonized you, and you didn't get revenge in Endgame? In Endgame, you turned into like Hulk, the scientist who was taking selfies with kids. The Hulk, bro, embarrassing. Any Hulk fan should feel ashamed of how the Hulk was represented. And my good friend is a Thor fan. And my good friend is like, they have ripped Thor. They've ripped Thor apart so badly that now that stupid, that loser Taika Waititi is making Natalie Portman hold Mjolnir. Do you know what I mean? So you're just making some random chick who has stick for arms hold Yol. Do you know what it means? Do you know what Yolnir means? Do you know what Yolnir is? Bruh, man. There's not been a single quality Thor film. Okay, I don't care when it says Ragnarok was trash. Apart from Jeff Goldblum, Thor Ragnarok was trash. That's a dumbass, stupid film. I don't care how many people like it. Thor Ragnarok was trash because that's not Thor supposed to be a. He's a flipping god. He's not a complex. He's a god. Nah, man. Thor and Hulk, crap. Complete and utter garbage crap, man. Oh, is it Mr. Super Chat? All right. Let me hit that. Pornhub. Why are you typing Pornhub in this, man? This is not the time and place to be promoting Pornhub. Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited and James Lowry, thank you for the super chat, dear sir. James Lowry says Pele is overrated. Ronaldo and Maradona are way better. Guys, my series is coming very soon. It's called How Good Was ... Really, and I'm doing it on everybody. How good was Pele really? How good was Ronaldo really? How good was Maradona really? How good was Van Basten really? How good was Maldini really? How good was Beckenbauer really? Everybody's gonna get worked, and it's about how good were these guys really? But he won 2 World Cups. Well, what can I say? I mean, he scored 2 goals in the World Cup final at the age of 17, man. So, like, I mean, at the age of 17, I mean, my God. Who's a snitch? Someone's a snitch. Fat Thor could have been cool, but they they just went OTT with higher wars, man. But I mean, Fat Thor could have been cool. Yeah, look, man, mods, man, monitor this whole thing, man. Of course, we can be cool and everything, but when things get out of hand, man, mods monitor that whole thing so we can keep the chats nice and friendly, man, nice and friendly. But I watch optional. I mean, like, what I also like about this community things and everything, similar to the Hangouts, is how friendships are now formed, and I think that's always the best thing. So when people are so worried about it, it's like, don't worry about me about, oh, HH, how many subscribers do you have? Or I've not really been growing and everything. No. What I like is I'm creating a community, and I'm hoping that within this community, friends have been made. And the most amazing thing is if I have a situation where people actually meet one another in real life through here, based on the friendships that I have, the friendships that are forged in these live chats, and people actually can hook up and meet up with each other. And who knows? Do you know how amazing it would be where from a guy called HH, a Nigerian guy with his sexy sun shades, you could have met perhaps maybe a friend for life through this. And I think, isn't that an amazing thing? That's an amazing thing. Communication is always key. Communication is always key. All right, let's see what else is saying, man. Life is a simulation. Yep, the Matrix, bro. It probably is. It probably is, man. Why did he say Wenger will be irrelevant if Liverpool go unbeaten? He won a title with Monaco, produced great players like Weah, Thierry Henry, Vieira, first runner to win the first EPL team to play sexy football. I think the thing with Wenger is that he did all these crazy things. He did all these amazing things, but the way in which it ended, I think, was a stain on his legacy. Fergie finished a winner. Fergie finished with his feet on the ground. Wenger finished flat on the canvas. So it shouldn't really completely take away all the amazing things that he did, but it is a stain. You have to admit it is a stain that it does. It is a bit of a on it. So that's why I just have to say, yeah, man, like it's a bit of a stain. It is a bit of a stain, man. It is a bit of a stain. Which is why I just think that if Liverpool go on, because the only thing Wenger is holding on to where nothing could have stained it is unbeaten. That is one thing where, like, even if Wenger was a came 6th, 5th, horrible record and everything, the fact that he was unbeaten, that would always stay. But if Liverpool now come and do that at a higher degree with a better record, then what are we talking about, man? You know, greatest female game character. I think Lara Croft is slightly overrated. I'm sure there is one. Do you know who was a really good female character? Those people who if you've played Final Fantasy VII, Iris, her healing powers. Oh my god, man. Iris and Tina were more. I mean, I preferred Tina to Iris in Final Fantasy VII, but Iris's healing power, man. Do you know how useful Iris was? Bruh. Iris was money, you know. And also, if any of you have played Heavy Rain, I don't know how many of you have played Heavy Rain. Great game. Great imaginative game. The chick in Heavy Rain has a great ass in Heavy Rain. So there's that. Great music as well. Great music as well in Heavy Rain. But yeah, I recommend that if you haven't played it, Heavy Rain. I definitely recommend that. What was those guys saying, man? Right. Who is Clementine? I don't know who Clementine is. You met your wife. What do you mean you met your wife? Last I checked, I don't think there are any females on these live chats. I think these live chats are 100% male. Last I checked, but if you swing that way with other guys, I think that's all cool, man. I think that's all cool. Yeah. No, that virus is crazy, man. About that whole thingy virus, you guys have to just keep safe. But I think it's sort of they've kept it sort of contained at the moment. But yeah, it is quite unfortunate, how that has happened. Josh Bourne, thank you for the super chat, bro. Thank you for the super chat, Mr. Josh Bourne, who says God needs to be bumped up to class A brick. Oh, damn! How come? Why are you inducting God? I mean, that's crazy. If Nigeria wins the World Cup, would you take your glasses off? Yes, 100%. If Nigeria won the World Cup, I would. That is the only thing that would get my shades off. I would 1,000% reveal myself. 100%. 1,000% as the Lord God is my witness. I would unmask and I would do videos without my shades henceforth if Nigeria won the World Cup. So that's my thing, man. It's my thing. Daniel Jones, thank you very much for your super chat, Daniel Jones. Best video game soundtrack of all time. This is very easy. Let me think. Let me think. Wait, let me think. No. Halo 3. Because I had to think Halo 3. Halo 3, that's the best video game soundtrack of all time, 100%. I don't know. Okay, what no one says. A pretty good sleeper is Ocarina of Time is pretty good. Mario Galaxy is really good. Mario Galaxy soundtrack is really good. That's a really good soundtrack. But best video game soundtrack of all time, hands down, Halo 3. That's the release of Halo 3. Game was trash. All that was good. That release of Halo 3 was huge. Man, guys, you missed. I don't even know how old some of you guys. How old were you guys when Halo 2 came out? That was a crazy. The build up to that game, my God. Oh man, was money. DiCaprio is the most overrated actor of all time. Most overrated, I say, is Johnny Depp. DiCaprio is overrated. Now, DiCaprio is very good. Very good. He's not as good as people say he is. No, he's not. He's not as good as people say he is. But most overrated actor of all time, I'll have to say, is Johnny Depp. He is good. Johnny Depp is good, but bro, he's not. He's not, bro. Nobody sees my eyes, man. Nobody will ever see my eyes. Okay, my eyes are No. Johnny Depp is. The thing about Johnny Depp is, Johnny Depp is. I respect Johnny Depp in terms of how brave he is in going for so many different characters. When Johnny Depp goes for a character, he will go full on. But basically, Johnny Depp is good at playing very weird, quirky characters. He's not a good leading man. He can't do the quieter characters. But if you see like an Edward Scissorhands, an Ed Wood, and Malice in Wonderland, he's great in those. But so see, my biggest thing when I knew that Johnny Depp was not that dude, Donnie Brasco. I mean, you had Al Pacino there, you had Michael Martin there, some of these heavyweights, and he couldn't. That was his film. Donnie Brasco was his film, and he just couldn't carry that film. He just couldn't carry a film, man. How good was DiCaprio? Actually, no, Brando De Niro. Yeah, that might be an ultimate battle I may do. Brando versus De Niro. I'm not getting the new Xbox until they show me some games. Until they show me their games, probably 7 or 8. Yeah, Crazy Taxi was cool, man. Yeah, I remember that. That was on that bomb ass machine. What's it called? That brick console, Dreamcast. Dreamcast was a trash machine. I think the only games on Dreamcast was Crazy Taxi and Shenmue. That was it. Funny story. My brother, again, like basically for me, like I don't call myself like a gamer. Like my older brother is a gamer, so we literally have owned every single console. But my brother bought a Dreamcast with Shenmue. He played Shenmue, finished Shenmue, sold the Dreamcast. Now that's deep. that's flipping deep, bro. Guys, nobody has seen my face, man. Everything you've seen online is all fake news. I'm a mystery. Guys, I don't have any eyes. Told you, HH is a concept. HH is a concept. I have no eyes, bro. I have no eyes. I'm beyond human. I am beyond human, guys. So you can't mess with the bro. I hate horror movies. Ever since I saw Nightmare on Elm Street, I've basically after Nightmare on Elm Street and Exorcist, I don't do horror movies, man. Cause jump scares just nah. I don't do that, bro. I don't do that. Like jump scares are nah. It's not how I roll. No, I am not getting the PS5 unless the PS5 comes up with a crazy fire game. Nah, I'm good. Like you can't you can't bring out a console without games because if you're not bringing out games, bro, I already have a PS4 and an Xbox One that plays Blu-ray. I'm very happy playing Halo Reach online on my Xbox. I'm very happy playing Pro Evo, all of the different kinds of games on my PS4. So I'm good. So unless the PS5 and Xbox really give me money, like you know what? I told you my dream game. It's my dream game. 2 dream games that this would happen on a PS5 or on an Xbox. Okay, 3 dream games. Who played Fable? How many of you guys played Fable? Because Skyrim was great, but remember what that brick Peter Molyneux actually promised Fable would be. My thing is Sword and Shield, open-ended RPG, and your choices will have a great effect on the ending of the game. That was the point. Okay, let me write now. Do you know that BioWare were on the cusp of producing the greatest series of games of all time? Do you know what the idea of Mass Effect was? The decisions you made in Mass Effect 1, in Mass Effect 2, would have a bearing on the ending of Mass Effect 3. So by the time you go to Mass Effect 3, every choice you made in Part 1 and Part 2 would have a bearing on Part 3. But these pieces of crap loses because you were trying to make an action game and because you're trying to appeal to EA. Mass Effect 3 was just a dumb and stupid game. So my dream game is Sword and Shield, Fable, open-ended. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you like, and your choices will have a bearing on what happens at the end of the game. And you slowly, and also, same thing with Fable, they sort of did it where, like, if you get hit badly, you get a scar, and that scar stays. So every time you get hit, you get scarred up. You know, you can grow a beard, you shave your beard, you grow old and everything. And the choices you make form the kind of person you are at the very end. Man, look, man, just give me a studio and I will give you a crazy RPG game. I'll give you a crazy RPG game, bro. Crazy RPG game, bro. Wait, do you mean Jak and Daxter? Oh, Jak and Daxter was a quality game. I love Jak and Daxter, man. Jak and Daxter was a quality game, bro. Jak and Daxter was a quality game. Yeah, no, look, they screw up Fable, man. So actually, let me ask you guys: so are you PlayStation or Xbox? Put it up. I want to know, PlayStation or Xbox? I mean, where do you lead? Because my thing about this is this: as of right now, PS4 for PlayStation 4 for games, Xbox One for navigation. Navigation on PS4 is garbage. The online navigation and organization for PlayStation is crap. But PlayStation has games. That's kind of like Xbox. They don't have any games, bro. As Angus Court 123. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, right? Mbappe to Liverpool. Thoughts if it happens? There's no point in even having of the Premier League. If Liverpool bought Mbappe, game over. It's already pretty much game over right now. But if they bought Mbappe, like it's a done deal. Like that's a cheat code. That's like back Y up RB X back Y. Like that's a cheat code. It's so much because then it's like they'll score every game. They'll score every game. Imagine if you have to face Firmino, Mbappe, Mane, Salah. Like that's too much. They'd score every flipping game, and they could probably just play like 4-2-4. 4-2-4. So basically, they could just have the same tactic that your boy Enrique did, where screw the midfield, just get the ball to that 4, they'll score. So no, that'd be unfair, man. That'd be unfair. That you can't have that. You can't have that, man. Oh wow. Jeez. So Xbox, Nintendo Switch. PC. PC Master Ace PC. Basically, yeah. So my friend, PS4, Xbox, PS4, Xbox. We're pretty split. But see, my friend who is a big console guy, he says to me that like he's built his own PC. And he said that building his own PC, the graphics are better than anything on the consoles. And I just realized that. I also thought, the graphics on these consoles were good, but he says that you can build a PC that has better graphics than like the Xbox Scorpion and the PS Pro, which is crazy. Which is crazy. So PC, I think they say that PC's graphics are always at the head, man. Those are at the head. No, but as I've always said, the best console of all time was the PS2. Not even up for debate. The worst console is the Dreamcast. The best console is the PS2. The amount of classic games on the PS2 were just, GTA 3. PS2 housed GTA 3 and Vice City. That alone, goodbye. I've not even mentioned everything. GTA 3, Vice City, good night. GTA 3, Vice City, good night. Like 360 had it afterwards, good night. But 360 was very good. See, 360 was, remember, 360 had Skyrim, 360 had Mass Effect, 360 had Halo 3 and Halo Reach. So no, 360 was tight. 360 was tight, man. Wii game, the best Wii game. I missed out on the Zelda game on the Wind Waker. Although that tennis game was very good. That tennis, because we as a family, we split as a group, and I played it with my cousins as well. No, Mario Kart. Peach, you ain't beating me with Peach. With Peach, nah, you ain't beating me with Peach. Mario Kart, me with Peach, man. Not my blonde chick, man. Nah, man. When I roll with that blonde chick, you're not beating me with Peach, man. You're not beating me with Peach. No, guys, Nintendo Wii was really good. Nintendo Wii was really good. Mario Galaxy was very good. Mario Galaxy was a very good game. You know, Mario Galaxy was a very, very good game. So that's for me. I've always said I told you, I'm not a gamer. I'm not a guy who was like this amazing at games and everything. But because I'm the youngest in my family, so my older brothers were the guys that were really into games, especially my oldest brother. So I just sort of got passed down with the consoles and everything. But I just mostly watched them play the games because I'm 7 years younger and 6 years younger than my older brother. So I was just the youngest guy, just watching them play all these games. So then I was always into the football games and the RPGs. So fighting games and everything, but the RPGs and the football games were always my theme. But I was always surrounded by all of the video games because every console video game that came out, we always got it. Because we've owned every console apart from the GameCube. So John George, you're the oldest. Yeah, man. I'm the baby, man. Yeah, I'm the young one. And when you're the young one, man, you ain't touching that console. Because they would always get first dibs on the console. You ain't touching that console. For me, as the youngest one, it was a lot of watching. Very little playing. It was just a lot of watching and them trying to finish the game. But yeah, man. What was I going to say? Yeah, we've owned every console. So we owned every console apart from the GameCube. So we had the Mega Drive, we had the SNES, we had the 3D. I don't know how many. Did any of you guys own the 3DO? Did any of you guys own the 3DO? That's how deep we went. We owned a thing called the bloody 3DO. Yeah, but we never got the GameCube. Yeah, we had the Wii, Xbox 360, PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, Mega Drive, Sega Genesis. Yeah, the only console we didn't get was the GameCube. You know, the only one we didn't get was the GameCube. You know. Oh no, I was a cool younger brother, man. Oh no, look, the oldest gets the console, the oldest rules the whole thing. But like my older brothers are like, I think they're a year and a few months apart. So they pretty much just would play the games. So whether it was Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, all the games, so they would pretty much all hold the games, and I would just pretty much watch. Because whenever we had a new game, they'd play it first and have to finish it first. So yeah, no, look, you have to be the watcher. When you're the youngest, you're the watcher, man. You're the watcher. It's basically so I've got a big sister and two big brothers, you know, and it was supposed to be just three. And then my mom just said, you know what, let me just roll through. So I was just like, yeah, I was just like an afterthought. So I'm like, I'm 4 years younger than my sister, 6 years younger than one of my brothers, 7 years younger than my other brother. Be like, we went hard for gaming. Like my oldest brother is amazing on Pro Evo, like bloody amazing. I think he was ranked like really high on Pro Evo because there were times when he actually would just OT on Pro Evo. So he was really good at Pro Evo and really good on Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne, and he was so addicted to Warcraft Frozen Throne, he actually snapped the disc because he was so obsessed with the game. And I think I've also told the story that when I was in school and doing like my GCS, this is just before my GCSEs. So I owned a compact Presario, and on this, I think this is one of my Chinese guys or something got me like a cracker version of this is when it was called Championship Manager on my compact Presario. And let me tell you this, I played this. I was obsessed. Obsessed. So I was around about, I think I was 15, 16, just before GCSEs. And I came to my dorm one time and my laptop got stolen. Somebody had reached and actually stolen my laptop. And I say that was a blessing in disguise because I believe if my laptop wasn't stolen, I may have failed my GCSEs because I played it all the time. I was too addicted to it. So shout out to whoever stole my laptop money. Yeah, thank you. Basically saved me with those things, man. Daniel Jones, well, thank you again for the super chat, dear. What do you think of esports, honestly? It's a sport because on the face of it, you say, what? How the hell is just game sports? Where is the physical and everything? But it's okay. How the hell is golf a sport? There is technical skill in these video games. There are people who are just better than other guys at video games. Like there are times when I'll be playing the Reach where I'm like, how did you give me headshots from there? How? Like how? And there are times where I've watched like a few tournaments of Call of Duty, and when you watch these guys play, you're like, no, there is a lot of thought done in what they're doing, and there's a skill level involved. Because see, people just say like, okay, why do you watch guys play games? Like that makes no sense. People don't understand. But growing up, just being involved in video games and watching videos and everything, there is a skill level involved. And when you watch the top players play these games, you're like, man, that's amazing. And you want to appreciate people that say what you do this are people that don't play games. If you play games, you know what it means to see a guy who's really good at Pro Evo, really good at FIFA, really good at Call of Duty, really good at Halo. And so yeah, so esports definitely 100% is a thing because it is a kind of sport. It is definitely a kind of sport. Oh, yeah, Pro Evo. I think the Pro Evo 06. I think that was the really amazing football game. Pro Evo 06 was really the amazing football game. That thing was amazing, man. Okay, let's see. Last few questions before I get out of here, man. Older sibling, man. No. See, the thing about being young is that it's twofold. When you're young, no one listens to you, no one takes you seriously, and you get overtly competitive. But the benefits of being young, Christmas, man. That's the thing. Because everybody wants to love you. Everybody wants to say that they love you more than everyone else. And those Christmas presents, they're piling that. You get presents from your uncles, from your aunts, your mom, and everything. So those presents were nice, man. So that's definitely the good thing about being young is you get loads of presents, man. Loads of presents. And you can always guilt trip your mom, your dad, and everything into new extra stuff. So Jimenez and Traore is no, they are very good. Actually, I love Wolves, man. Wolves are a really good team to watch. Wolves are a really, really good team to watch, man. I really like them, man. Wolves are a quality team to watch. They're a quality team to watch. I really like those guys, man. They're really good, man. It was really good. All right, guys, look, man. I need to edit up some videos, finish some videos, and then I need to just rest the lungs and so forth. And yeah, I will. So what plan? So Saturday open hangout. Saturday is open hangout from 10 p.m. Hopefully, after I get back from doing my whole movie thing. Then Sunday, 11 p.m. the Sunday hangout. Monday, football dugout. And hopefully, fingers crossed, Tuesday we'll be getting Ford back for those Tuesdays with your boy Ford. And I'll maybe try and get Jujiman on Wednesdays. So, guys, I will see you tomorrow for the open hangout. Stay true and have a blessed Friday night. Love you guys. Peace out.